Yeah, what you're seeing here is a November 334, which is a 1967 V35 V-tail Bonanza. It has roughly 4,500 hours, 500 hours on a factory reman engine. This is a IO 550 coal mill conversion, 300 horsepower with gammy injectors. Bought this plane 10 years ago. It's been very reliable. Good flying airplane. Some nice features. Has the gammy louvers. Has the modern improved windshield, Shannon mod, with all new side glass too, including dual vents on each side, the frameless vents. Tinted windows in the rear. Again, all modern and newer. This one also has precise flight speed brakes, which, to be honest with you, I don't use them a whole lot, but they are nice if you want to come down fast. But these Bonanzas aren't that slippery compared to a lot of newer stuff out there. In the day, I suppose they were, but today they're pretty easy to fly. But they're nice. I'll demonstrate that in a flight video later with them using them. Has wingtip strobes, of course. Has an air skeg underneath. That's that horizontal thing that runs under the tail there. Supposedly gives it yaw stability in flight. Never had one of these but prior to this one, so I don't know. There's no corrosion on the tail, and I apologize for the quality of this video. I'm looking in a darker hangar looking into the sun, kind of, so try to brighten it up there a little. Of course, in the V35, you have the bigger windows down the side versus the previous ones, the models that had the smaller windows in the back and the small baggage compartment. With the V starting in 67, you get this big storage area in the back. Those rear seats are all the way back, and you still have all this room, including a hat shelf up high. So a lot of room back here. Nice big baggage door instead of the little mail slot, as they used to call them, I believe. That's kind of nice. Looking inside, and I'll have a flight showing the panel all lit up, but nice set of avionics, triple aspens, backup mid-continent attitude gyro along with altimeter and airspeed, of course. Oracle 2100 engine monitoring, dual 430Ws, a KT76C, a 55X autopilot that works great. It's spot on. And digital fuel gauges. It even has an extra fuel gauge down low. If you wanted to add tip tanks, it's already in and installed. Has a electric aileron trim, which is nice, and a chronometer, of course. Also has an engine pre-oiler. Switch is hard to see, but it's down there. So you pre-oil the engine before you fire it up. It has a, I guess you'd call it an aftermarket control yoke column here. It even has a little writing desk that sits here if you want to use it. It's kind of nice. Leather seats that are in decent shape. They recline, of course, and nice comfortable rear seats here too. Of course, move back and forth. They're moved all the way back right now. That's why I usually leave them. Like I said, the glass is in excellent condition. It's a little dirty right now. Glass, very nice glass. Down the wing. WAS antennas, of course. Used to have an old Flying V antenna a long time ago. That's been removed. So I'd call the paint, a 6. It's all there. It's just it's had some touch up here and there, and actually needs some touch up, but very solid airframe, good flying plane. I've been back and forth to Florida from northeast Indiana to southwest Florida. Probably a dozen times in the plane, with and without my family both. And been a really good flying airplane. So, complete logs all the way back to 67. It's been maintained here in Auburn, Indiana for the last 10 years. And it's an honest 170 knots, 167 to 170 on about 12 gallons per hour, lean a peak up at altitude. I'll do about 177 to 180 knots rich a peak, but for that extra 10 knots you gain about 3 gallons per hour, which doesn't make sense to me. Super cool cylinder head temperatures in the 200s, low 300s. The hottest it'll do in the climb, even with the cowl flaps closed, is maybe 360 or 70, and usually it's in the 340 to 350 range in the climb. Has an altitude compensating fuel pump, so it automatically leans the mixture as you climb, which is a nice feature, and it automatically richens it as you descend. So, good old airplane, just time for it to go, and it's going to be up for auction here in a couple weeks. So, if you're interested, bid on it. Thank you.